Your brain is not fixed. It's a living, changing, rewiring machine. And the best part, you have the power to reprogram it. Welcome to Elevate Alpha, the place where science meets transformation. Today, we're diving deep into how you can literally rewire your brain. Not through motivation fluff, but through neuroscience-backed hacks that actually work. So, if you've ever felt stuck in a loop of bad habits, negative thinking, or self-doubt, this episode is your reset button. Let's get into it. Neuroplasticity. Your brain can change itself. Let's start with the truth that changes everything. Your brain is not hardwired. It's neuroplastic. That means every thought you think, every action you repeat, every environment you immerse yourself in, is either building you up or wiring you into the same cycles over and over again. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza puts it best. Neurons that fire together, wire together. Translation: if you repeatedly think negative thoughts, your brain gets better at being negative. But if you practice gratitude, focus, resilience, you can literally rewire your brain to default into those states. The 3-second reframe hack. Here's your first hack. It's called the 3-second reframe. Your brain responds to meaning. So when something bad happens, your brain creates a story. But that story is your choice. Instead of saying, "I failed this interview, I suck," say, "This was practice for something better." Neuroscience shows that reframing activates the prefrontal cortex, the logical part of the brain, and reduces activation in the amygdala, the fear center. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about training your brain to shift perspective in 3 seconds. The 20-minute morning dopamine reset. Let's talk dopamine. It's not just the pleasure chemical, it's your motivation fuel. The problem: we've trained our brains to crave cheap dopamine, scrolling, sugar, binge watching. Here's a neuroscience-backed fix. Every morning, give yourself a 20-minute dopamine reset. No phone, no screen. Instead, step outside and get sunlight. Move your body, light stretching or a short walk. Practice stillness, or write one line of gratitude. Why? This activates your dopaminergic pathways naturally and stabilizes your reward system for the day. People who do this report more energy, motivation, and clarity because your brain isn't hijacked by constant stimulation. Mental contrasting. Train your brain for discipline. Most people visualize success and stop there, but that's not how the brain builds commitment. Try this instead: mental contrasting. It's a technique studied by Dr. Gabriel Oettingen. Here's how it works. 1. Visualize your goal. 2. Now, visualize the biggest obstacle that stands in the way. 3. Then ask yourself, how will I overcome it? This combo lights up 2 key areas: the reward system for the vision and the executive system for the plan. Discipline isn't born from dreaming. It's born from dreaming and preparing. Anchor positive habits with context. Want to make a habit stick? Don't just rely on willpower. Use contextual anchoring. Your brain loves patterns, especially when you tie an action to a specific place or time. Example: want to meditate daily? Always do it right after brushing your teeth. Want to write your goals? Anchor it to your coffee ritual. These small environmental cues light up the basal ganglia, the part responsible for habit formation. The more consistent your anchor, the stronger your habit loop becomes. Neuroformations speak to rewire. Words don't just describe reality, they shape your identity. That's where neuroformations come in. But here's the key: say what you do, not just what you are. Wrong: I am confident. Right: I speak up when I have something valuable to say. Why does this work? Because your brain responds to evidence-based identity. You're not trying to convince yourself, you're building proof. Repeat these out loud. Often, your brain listens. Let's be real. Rewiring your brain isn't an overnight miracle, but it is possible. And it's happening every single day, whether you're intentional or not. So ask yourself, what am I wiring my brain to become? A person of fear or a person of focus? A slave to impulse or a master of growth? You're not stuck, you're not broken, you're just untrained. But now you have the tools. Now you can rewire. If this video sparked something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, subscribe to Elevate Alpha, comment below which hack are you starting with today. And remember, you're not just changing your habits, you're changing your brain, and that changes everything.